So I've been talking about Wallace, as in Tropical Cyclone Wallace, Wallace. It's on the name list for Australia. I'll see if I can't find it. Tropical Cyclone name list. Yeah, that should do it. Should get us what I'm looking for. Pagusa. Down here, Bureau of Meteorology. This is what I want. So the last name used in Australian waters was Riley. And the next one, there you go, is Savannah. So Savannah will be the next cyclone named in Australian waters. Last one, like I said, was Riley. Penny, Owen, they're the ones we've had so far this year. Owen is a Welsh name. It means young warrior. Young warrior. And Penny reminds me of the coin. Riley, the boy who tossed the coin. Savannah, well, I was talking about Savannah today. It's the name of a type of ecosystem. It's the name of a steamship. The first steamship to ever cross the Atlantic was Savannah, the SS Savannah. And it's the name of a town in Georgia. The oldest town in Georgia is Savannah. And it's also the name of the next cyclone. Then Trevor, another Welsh name. Trevor means homestead, or it means settlement, or large, or big. The meaning of Trevor. Veronica, I haven't done too much looking at Veronica. Wallace, another Welsh name. And Wallace is the one I've been talking about the most. Wallace. ACE stands for Accumulated Cyclone Energy. So it's right there, it's on the name list. And today, what happened today? Oh, by the way, the name Wallace, if you add up the letters in Wallace, they add up to 57. And that's the time, it's 11:57 PM. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. 57 is also the value of Owen, and it's the value of daffodil. And the daffodil is the floral emblem of Wales. So we've got three Welsh names, Owen, Trevor and Wallace. And it's right at the end now of Friday the 1st of March 2019, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So, what happened this afternoon? Dry lightning storms pushed across Victoria and ignited bushfires. And the most serious ones are in this area here. And there's a lot of warnings being issued for them. Emergency warning, watch and act warnings. If we just come down to advice, this is for the same cluster of bushfires. You can see a whole stack of places are now under advice for these bushfires, and I think tomorrow is going to be bad. Because it's not just one fire. So this is the thing when you get lightning strikes. And you get multiple lightning strikes, then you can end up with a real problem. So there's other fires around and about, but it's this area here, Bunyip State Park. This is where the big problems are. And you can see they're sort of divided it here into two areas. What you'll also notice if I keep, so this is the emergency warning. This is the watch and act warning. What you'll also notice if I keep zooming in is that there are multiple ignitions. There's a fire here, there's a fire here, here. And then there's fires up here, two fires up here. Now this is really bad, because when you get fires burning, and this one's been mapped, when you get fires burning like this, like multiple fires, and these are pretty big fires now, as you can see, and these are pretty quickly going to join together. I don't know how big this one is, but when you get multiple fires like this, and then more fires down here, this is a real bad situation. And with the forecast being the way it is, I do not like the look of this at all. You've got to remember the drought's been going on. It's been getting drier and drier and drier. The fuel's been drying out more and more and more. And now we're getting extremely unseasonable heat. To the point of... Well, think about it. It's now the 2nd of March. It's just after midnight. There we go. And it's still 26.7 degrees in Melbourne. Going to be 37 tomorrow. I mean, that's unbelievable for this time of year. Well, it's not unbelievable, but it is unusual. And it's hot. Put it that way. It's hot. And it's going to be fairly windy tomorrow. And that's never a good thing. It's heat and winds, and you've got multiple ignitions from lightning. And another hot day on Sunday. Enough wind to cause real problems with that kind of heat. Not much rain in the forecast. So probably the best chance of rain there is Wednesday, the 6th of March. Okay, so what I couldn't believe, so we've got all these place names here, and Bunyip caught my eye immediately, as it does. Bunyip. I looked up Bunyip. It's according to legend, it's an evil spirit that punishes. It's a spirit that punishes evil people, but it has an animal form. But something else caught my eye. Apart from Weatherhead Hill, it was the very first thing I saw. Pharaoh's Gully track, guide track. But what caught my eye first was up here. I kind of know where it is now. Here it is. Can you see it? William Wallace track. And Williams Road. William is the name of the mirror boy who I talk about. I talk about Jake, I talk about Nathan. Nathan died in the Black Saturday bushfires. And this same state park, the Bunyip State Park, 45% of this park burnt on Black Saturday. So for the fires to start here today, after I've just been talking about Wallace, and for the first thing I see when I go into the warning is the name Wallace, because it literally was the first thing that caught my eye, was Wallace. And I was like, you're kidding. That's weird. And there's also William Wallace Creek. So Wallace means Welshman. Bunyip State Park. Gembrook. Gembrook was on the Weather Channel this afternoon. Someone had posted a photo from there. We're still in the warning area. I'm zoomed in pretty close, aren't I? Warwick Road, Shepherd Creek, Puffing Billy. Puffing Billy's like, well, it's like the train, isn't it? Steam train. Savannah, like I said, that's the name of the first steam ship ever to cross the Atlantic. Nichols Hut. Windy Point Road. All of this in Bunyip State Park. That's a big fire. So, yeah, I was surprised too when I looked Horseshoe track. I was surprised when I looked at the rain radar and I could actually see the smoke plume And it's not that long since this fire started. And smoke plumes don't show up on the rain radar very easily. It has to be very thick, dense, heavy smoke to do that. But Victoria, it's just the bush there. When you get bushfires, it's just they're so intense and dangerous. So yeah, bad times ahead, I think. I think we're in real trouble with climate change because it's dropping our autumn and winter rainfall. It's also increasing summer evaporation, and you put those two things together and it's not a good combination. Kinglake, that's where Nathan's from. That's where he died. On Black Saturday. Kinglake West, actually. But that's the Kinglake National Park. Yeah. But I was just talking about Nathan today, and to a friend of mine. And I said I had a feeling there's going to be bushfires. I mean, I'm looking at the weather forecast, of course. They're forecasting hot weather. But for fires to start in the Bunyip, I don't know, as soon as I saw that Bunyip State Park, I was just like, there's Mount Disappointment. I've looked around this area before. Is that like a fire? Can't be, it's not marked. Yeah, I think I've lost the page. We'll see, there's an insect crawling up my screen. Okay. Now I might be able to work out what's going on. Yeah, no, it can't be a fire, because it would be marked like this if it was. Anyway. Bunyip State Park. Where are we? There it is. Down here. And Wallace. Wallace, the Welshman. Watch out for Wallace when he comes. Whenever he comes. I don't know when that'll be. Might be some time away. I mean, who knows? There's not much of a monsoon happening at the moment, so there's no sign of any cyclones coming in the near future. But Wallace is the one I've been warning about. Look out for Wallace and all that stuff. Anyway, it's now 12:08, so I'm going to bed. Good night.